what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business, not because they want to do it, just because they heard.
Hey guys, it's your boy 300 Mopar coming back with yet another little video. Today I just want to make a little video talking about the Jeep, do like a little thoughts, opinions, what I think about the Jeep, you know, something like that, what I like, what I don't like about the Jeep, and you know, just kind of give you guys my overall opinion on what my thoughts are on the Jeep after owning it for, oh, I don't even know, 5 months maybe. Maybe probably had it for 5 months or so. But anyways, sorry, I know my voice is kind of gone a little bit. Hope everybody's staying safe, keeping their hands clean and sanitized throughout all this fun stuff that's going on. But I'm not gonna sit here and ramble on about the pandemic stuff and all the whatever, keeping clean and all that, but we're just gonna kind of go ahead and get right into this video. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit longer of a video, so if you guys did enjoy it, help your boy out, hit that like button. If you ain't done it, go ahead, drop a comment. Let me know if you guys have a Jeep, you know, what you do, what you don't like about yours, you know, fun stuff like that. And if you guys would, help your boy out, hit that subscribe button right down there. It's free. If you want to turn on the bell notification, that'll notify you every time there is a new video. Obviously, I have not been uploading a lot of videos lately due to, well, we were on lockdown. It was hard to get some videos, but those are going to start picking up. I know a lot of you guys like the more talking videos, which I am going to try and do more of these style videos where I talk more and a little less car show stuff, with the exception that this Saturday I am going to a car show. I filmed there last year. It was a pretty cool show. It was really hot last year. Hopefully it's not quite as hot this year, but we'll make the best out of whatever it is. But anyways, let's just get right into this video. I don't want to bore you guys forever. Obviously, I'm going to do a quick walk around, let you show you guys what is all done to the Jeep. It's kind of dirty. It was clean yesterday. The camera's obviously going to make it look clean, but it's not very clean actually. But you guys can get an idea what it looks like. I haven't really made a video talking about a lot of the stuff on it. Some of the stuff on there obviously I didn't do videos on, but a lot of the stuff I did. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get right into the video. First thing, I'm gonna start off with the don't likes because, well, they're a little bit easier to think of, because obviously if I don't like it, there's things that I'm gonna remember. First thing I cannot stand is the front windshield in the Jeeps. Being that they stand so straight up and down, they are so easy to get chips. Obviously you can see they stand straight up, so easy to crack. Luckily the windshields are cheap, as we have already replaced the windshield because it was cracked. So that definitely is one thing I do not like about the Jeep. Another thing that I could think of offhand, which I have changed, the factory headlights that come on Jeeps are horrible. Now this one had fog lights on it as well, and they were just junk. They weren't bright, they were really dim, just overall a poor quality for a vehicle with the price range that it cost. I feel like it should come with LED headlights as it has now. With that also being said, you know, the lights were a big thing for me. Obviously I like to be able to see good, and most people do, so let's move along. The second issue that I have with this Jeep is, for those of you guys that don't know, it is a manual. Yes, it's cool to have a manual Jeep. This is kind of a yes and a no thing. I love having the manual Jeep. It's an awesome feature, it's cool. This Jeep is really slow, so it's kind of nice to be able to have that extra little push. You know, you can wind your gears out a little bit farther to get it moving a little easier, because it is a very slow vehicle. But it is a pain in the butt to drive a manual vehicle, especially living in Texas where traffic is bad. Aside from that, I don't have a lot of issues aside from when you're driving the Jeeps. I'll see if I can't record something when I pull out of here. The shifter moves around a real lot. It's a common thing with Jeeps, they all do it. And I have heard that if you hit a lot of bumps, it will pop back into neutral, which could be kind of not a good thing. So there's hit and misses. It's cool, it's not cool, it is, it's not, whatever, same be so forth. Obviously, since we're on the interior stuff, things that I don't like, the factory radio was decent. It had a navigation radio in this specific model, and it was decent. It was a Uconnect system. Not quite the same as the Uconnect that we had in the Chrysler, but same kind of idea. But with that being said, the speakers that come factory in these Jeeps, for those of you guys that don't know, it has 2 speakers, one up here, there's one over there as well, and then there's 2 down here in the dash. And that is all the speakers that this Jeep has, aside from obviously the little tweeters that are sitting right there. But the factory speakers in the Jeep, this had an Alpine system in it, so it has a factory Alpine sub. It had factory Alpine speakers in it. Trash. I mean, they are absolutely junk. Now, given I did not buy this Jeep new, so I know somebody's gonna be down in the comments like, well, maybe somebody turned it up too loud, maybe they blew the speakers. Yes, it's very possible, but going off of what I know and what I have heard other people say, factory Jeep speakers are not good. They are very poor quality for a vehicle that has a roof that comes off. It should have some very high-end speakers in it to make sure that you can hear good. But with that being said, also obviously I did upgrade the speakers. I put a kicker, whatever, I don't even know what they are. You guys can go back and look at the video. I made a video doing the kicker speakers in it. Million times better. It's so much louder, a lot better, you know, quality. Hits the highs a lot better, the lows, the mids. Everything just sounds way more crisp. So we're gonna continue moving on. Obviously, personal opinion, some of you guys are gonna feel different. Lift kits, I feel like the Jeeps definitely should have came with a lift kit. The factory suspension on them, they sit way too low. Obviously I put a 2.5-inch lift kit on this one. I think that should be bare minimum. I think these Jeeps need to come at least 2.5 inches lifted. They, when they are factory height, are just, they look so small. Even this looks small. If you get alongside a pickup truck or something, this thing don't look that big. But, you know, while we're on that same subject, wheels and tires. Obviously, the bigger wheels and tires will look a million times better on it. Obviously, these are not that big. These are 20s with 33-inch tires. Not recommended. Most people always say a 17 with a 35 or a 17 with maybe a 37-inch tire. Obviously, I'm more about looks than off-road capabilities. I don't really care if I go off-road with it or not, given the fact that this is about as off-road as it gets down in a drain. But that's not a big thing for me. I'd rather have looks. I'd rather look nice, have it look sharp, clean, whatever you want to call it. And I think that the rims give it a better look. But with that being said, having these big wide tires like this and a lift kit, the Jeep is all over the road. I mean, it is everywhere. It's 2 hands. And if it's windy out, let me tell you, you're going to be all over the road and you're in for a fun ride. But that's just something that goes along with Jeeps. Another thing to note, this Jeep has, a lot of you guys probably aren't going to know what this is, some of you might. It has what they are called Dana 33s. Now that is the rear and the front axles. This specific Jeep, they have what they call glass axles inside there, so they break extremely easy. And I currently have bad axle seals, but those are going in to get fixed here in a week, so that won't be no longer an issue. But that is a very common issue with these Jeeps, are those axles. And obviously making them slow, that is part of it. The way that they're geared low, so that way they can go off-road and, you know, the fun stuff that goes with that. Moving along. Factory taillights, yes, obviously I changed taillights out. I felt like the red taillights was more of a look thing. Obviously I didn't have no issue with the factory taillights that were on it. I just am about, you know, upgrades. I like to make things look different. I like to make it my own. And I felt like the aftermarket taillights were, you know, a better fit for me. But there was nothing wrong with them. The same with the bumpers. I'm going to talk about this bumper in specific a little bit, but obviously there was no issues with the factory bumpers aside from The front bumper had the little hooks so you could put these on it, factory. The back bumper did not. I thought that was kind of cheap of them, you know, they put them on the front but they won't put them on the back type of thing. Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but it's just the way it was, I guess. But with that being said, this bumper I do not like. I highly do not recommend anybody to ever order this bumper. No, this is not the Smittybilt bumper. There is a Smittybilt bumper that looks identical to this, so this is not a bash on them. This is a knockoff version of a Smittybilt bumper. And the only reason I say I don't like it is there's supposed to be a pin back here that holds this. Obviously you can see I got a bolt going through it because mine broke. And obviously I don't have a tire on it, but there's a tire holder that goes here, sticks out, and the tire was super jerky. Like, you could walk it, wobbled around a lot, and everybody always pulled up to me saying, hey, your tire's gonna fall off, your tire's gonna fall off. And no, it was just very poor design. It was a very cheap bumper. I think new they're like $300 versus a normal bumper that's right around $700. But don't recommend that bumper. Obviously I took the tire off. I did get the bracket welded, so it should hold the tire more sturdy. I'm not going to put the tire on unless I take the Jeep on vacation somewhere, which I am talking about maybe going down to South Padre Island to go drive it on the beach a little bit. Then for that, obviously I'll put the tire back on just for the sake of having a spare tire. But being local like I am, I don't care. I don't need a tire on it. If I blow a tire, I'll just get one from the house and we'll be good to go. What else can we talk about? The factory hood. Let's bring that up. Awesome hood. Got the little scoop thing. Looks really cool. Awesome design. Except this right here. You can see it scoops down. If it rains, though, let me tell you about the water. I'm OCD. I don't like when it's dirty. I don't like that kind of stuff. But that thing holds water like crazy. I don't like that design. I think that was kind of bad. They should have at least vented it or something, or, you know, made a way for the water to get out of that. What else can we talk about? Factory grill. I know a lot of Jeep people don't like these whatever angry grills. I happen to like them. Personal preference. Nothing was wrong with the factory grill. I just, obviously, like I said in the last whatever item I was talking about, I prefer aftermarket over factory. So, personal preference. Nothing wrong with it, but you know, I do recommend though, if you do ever look at one of these, the fitment on this grill is not perfect, and the little rubber piece not very good. But aside from most of them that are flush right here, this one has a lot of gappage, but personally it still looks fine. So another thing I don't really like, your hood latches. There is absolutely nothing protecting this vehicle from somebody opening up your hood. I mean, there's literally nothing. You literally want to open a hood, you just literally flip in some hooks. Flipping your hooks, putting your finger underneath it, ba-boom. I mean, there's absolutely nothing that protects the engine from, you know, a thief or whatever the case may be. Which, you know, poor design on Jeep's part there too, but obviously that's to base off of the older model Jeeps. Trying to think here, losing my breath a little bit. Talking too fast. Factory step guards, I didn't like them. There was nothing wrong with them. I just felt like the steps sat like right about here is where the part that came out where you'd step on, and I'm like, well, what's the purpose of stepping there? You can only step another, what, a few more inches up and you're in the vehicle, so it was kind of pointless to have step guards way up there if you're going to, you know, do what you gotta do. Mind, there's a train going by in the background. What else can we talk about? Let me think here. Back seats, yes, they're kind of a tight squeeze. You have a little bit of space. The doors are really small to get in and out, but hey, it is what it is. You know, in a Jeep 4-door. Another feature I like a lot: removable tops. Obviously you could take off just this front piece up here, or you could take off the whole thing. Your idea. If you want to take just the fronts off, it's literally a few clips. You can see the one right there, one over there, there's one up front, one in the middle. Take top off. Super easy, nothing to it. One person easily take the top off. You want to take the back off, 2 people, unless you have a lift for it. Super easy to remove the back too. Obviously it's just clips there. 1 screw, 2 screw, 3 screw there. 3 screws on the other side. Your top's free. Pick it up, take it off. Obviously you gotta disconnect the harnesses for the, you can't really see it, back there. For the wiper and the washer fluid thing, obviously. Disconnect the little hose in there. They're all just quick disconnects, super easy, nothing to them. Another cool feature is removable doors. Many vehicles, you know, you can remove doors. Literally, screw here, screw there. No more doors. I mean, it's as simple as that. You can take and make what they call the Jeep as naked, which is no doors, no roof. And you can do all that, probably 2 people, about 30 minutes. So, kind of a cool little thing. But yeah, I mean, that was a little bit of what I do, what I don't like about the Jeep. Would I recommend it as a daily driver? No, I don't recommend it as a daily driver. Do a lot of people daily drive Jeeps? Yes, they do. Why do I not recommend it as a daily driver? They're not good on gas. Big wheels, lift, it drinks gas. I average probably 200 miles to a tank of gas. Driving city, obviously that's a little bit of highway, but more city than it is anything. Yes, it might get better gas mileage on the highway. I have never taken it on a long trip to see just how it will do on highway. So I don't know that. Maybe they do a little bit better. I don't know. But overall, they're an awesome vehicle. They are definitely a vehicle that's to a specific liking. You have to be kind of all in for a Jeep. It's not just something that every person will enjoy. Obviously going from a vehicle that was a little bit faster to a vehicle like this took a lot to get used to, but I'm used to it now. I enjoy the looks, I enjoy the compliments that the Jeep gets. Yeah, the Chrysler got a lot of compliments too and a lot of looks, but the Jeep gets way more. I don't know if that's just because of the way that it looks, being all blue like it is, the color, what it is, the choice of wheels. I mean, the compliments are never ending, which are awesome, don't get me wrong. But this minute's been going on for 18 minutes, so I'm gonna go, or video has been going on for 18 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead, end this video here. Let me know if there's something else you guys wanna see done to the Jeep. I know I keep saying fender flares. Yes, I'm thinking about getting rid of the fender flares and doing the new fender liners on the inside. Just trying to decide which route I want to go. If I want to go with the billet look, or if I want to just go with the flat, get the paint matched again so they look blue, or what I want to do. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the Jeep. Would you ever get one? Would you not get one? Do you have one? Yeah, catch you guys in the next video. It's your boy 300 Mopar. We're out.
I gave you my heart.